What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to another softball edition with the Sooner Surge. Today, we're going to look at another one of the incoming freshmen in Maya Bland. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications and like and comment. Really appreciate all the likes and comments that we've been receiving and other things through this channel. Keep it up, guys. You're doing great. Really appreciate it. Last week we talked about Ella Parker. This week we're going to talk about Maya Bland, who's going to be joining the Sooners this next season, mostly playing outfield. Has drawn some strong comparisons, as we'll get to here in a minute, but out of Argyle, Texas, and someone who's going to be bringing some power and speed and a whole lot of other things to this Sooner lineup. A lot of people really excited, as are we. So let's get started talking about Maya Bland, guys.
She's a really good hitter.
Yeah, left-handed hitter. I mean, I think she batted over 522. And here's the thing. I mean, she's such a good athlete. And the fact, if you haven't heard her story, I look it up online. A great story of just she's been committed to OU since the 7th grade, which is just absolutely stunning that somebody's been committed that long, since the 7th grade. Basically, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but what is 7th grade? How old are you in 7th grade? Traver, what grade are you in?
I'm going into 8th.
Okay, so the age is what? 13?
Yeah, 13 almost.
I mean, that's just crazy, and still just so excited to be going to OU next year. She obviously, if you see any interviews with her, she was just drawn to OU with the faith aspect, the family aspect. She mentions family a lot, and her mom really wanted her to be at a school where she would just have great influences and mentors, and that's what she's getting at OU, and she's super pumped to be going to OU and playing with all these stud athletes that are there. And so I'm super excited to watch her. I mean, we talked about Ella Parker last week, a left-handed bat. Here's another left-handed batter. And she's got pop. She can hit it over the fence. She can lay down bunts, as Patty Gasso said. And when she signed her letter of intent with OU, she said she can lay down bunts. She can hit over the fence. I mean, stolen bases, I believe she had over 20 or something last year at high school. Guys, she's kind of an do-it-all type player.
Yeah, I think, and I don't want to get into predictions as far as beyond next year, but I could definitely see her maybe taking over the center field role where Jada Coleman leaves. But they've got other options as well in the outfield, as Gasso has continued to recruit. A lot of athletes that can play multiple areas. Maya Bland is one that can, but she is going to specialize in the outfield, as has been noted. But yeah, definitely a power to all fields in the outfield. And she's also, like you said, Jay, can lay down a bunt. She's a situational hitter, as Patty Gasso said, meaning, someone that can possibly bunt in a certain situation or go with the deep ball or pinch hit. And I could see that happening next year as well. We talked about Ella Parker going to probably get some run next year. I know we've alluded to this with the amount of seniors they're going to have next season, that we expect a lot of these incoming freshmen to get lots of playing time, lots of innings. And I think Maya Bland's going to get that next season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's interesting is if you look at, I think we did talk about Ella Parker in a little last week with as far as positions and stuff. And if you look at who Patty's bringing in, a lot of people that do play multiple positions or utility type players. So they're not specifically in a box of playing the first base or whatever, which gives them so much flexibility. And I think we talked about it as well on the Ella Parker video, that you're going to see a lot of these freshmen get a lot of PT this year. Maya Bland's going to be one of those, and super excited. I mean, she's so well spoken on her interviews. I'm just really impressed with her and just excited to see her in her Sooner uniform.
Hey, Braden, did you say you've seen some video of her playing? Or
Yeah, I saw a game. It was actually on TikTok is where I saw the video, and it's pretty. It was gone when she hit the ball.
Yeah. Bye-bye. And, the thing is, like Jeremy said, 11th ranked player. I can't remember where was Ella Parker, man. Do y'all remember? She was like,
Ella Parker was top 5, I believe.
Yeah.
and so
Extra inning softball.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's just super excited to see these just stud athletes come to Norman next year. So
And really, what this does tell it, because you talked about Traber's going into 8th grade here. In your mind, I mean, would you commit to a school right now that far ahead?
No.
I mean, just to have that mindset and knowing what you want is so impressive. I think that really is evidence of the head on her shoulders, and really as far as just being able to think ahead, and also to know you're that good is, I mean,
well,
that,
and the other thing is when she did commit, in I don't know what year that would be. That would have probably been what 2018,
17 or 8. It was right
Yeah,
before the rule change of 2018. So.
yeah. So basically, how many OU has won? What 3 since then? Or I mean, they've just gotten better and better and better from when she committed, and so that's just I mean, just kudos to her and the family.
If you go back and look at some of the recruiting, UCLA was after her strong. That was in her backyard pretty much, because she was Cali. I mean, that's kind of where she grew up before she moved to Texas. So a lot of family was there. But yeah, like you said, Jay, the faith, family, softball aspect, and here again you get Gasso true to her culture, true to her beliefs, and that's the type of athlete she will attract, and has had great success doing it, and it's going to continue to, I think.
Well, and can you imagine, like, I mean, we've all been in a situation where we're like, maybe you plan a vacation, whatever it is, you plan something, and as it gets closer, you get so excited. This has been something for 4 or 5 years that she's committed to. Can you just imagine the excitement she has going next year to finally, it's like finally there in Norman and off 3 peats. I mean, it's going to be exciting times there in Norman. So, anything else, guys?
It's just going to be interesting to see out of these 4 freshmen how much run they get. I'm excited to see them get some early innings, maybe at the beginning of the year, and just see what they can provide. It is exciting with the 2 left-handed hitters too, and that's not all. There's another one too, and we'll get to another one next week, as we will break down and talk about one of the other incoming freshmen into Norman next year.
All right, thanks for joining us. What's that, Braden?
I'm pretty excited.
Oh, yeah, I am too, man.
This year's class.
Big time class. So make sure and hit the subscribe button. Till next time, guys. Boomer.
Boomer.
Boomer.